earthly father on the left-hand side.
And it says, and your agreement with hell shall not stand.
Yeah, your agreement with death shall not stand, man. Because that's what you're going to open, get death.
When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it.
Yeah, so all them celebs and all that, they're going to get hit by those nuclear flames, man. They ain't going to make it off the shores of America. They think they're in good stead with it. They're in good stead because they're, Esau's got their back, so to speak. When all hell breaks loose, Esau's gonna sacrifice them, man. He's gonna leave them hanging high and dry. And he's gonna go into hiding. They're just gonna be left there to get turned into toast, man. Nuclear toast. Right.
Mark 8:35. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it.
Yeah, whosoever shall save his life, want to stay in the society, living it up, don't want to get right, just want to live in wickedness. You're not going to make it, man. You're going to lose everything, man. You're going to be left out there in a great famine. The different pestilences hit the earth. You're going to be left out there, man. Look at that donut staring at
That's what I'm looking at here, man.
Idiot, man.
If you want, man.
It's the same, anyway, go on.
But whosoever shall lose his life, my sakes, and the Gospels, the same shall save him.
Yeah, so whosoever shall lose his life for the Most High's son's sake, their lives are going to be preserved, man. They're going to be saved. They're going to be fed in those days of famine and great pestilences, man. They're going to be protected by the angels, That goes into the book of Psalms 90, the 91st chapter, man. They're going to be protected, man.
For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
Yeah, what's the profit, man? You're going to gain the whole world. You're going to lose your whole soul by bending over and taking up the arse, man.
Compared to eternity, huh?
Yeah, compared to living as a king in an eternal kingdom, man. Living as an immortal, man. You ain't going to be living in these mortal, dead bodies of sin in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to be transformed, man. We're going to be living immortal, man. We're going to be in immortalized bodies, man. Which means immortal means never to die. To not die, basically. When you live in this flesh, these mortal bodies of sin, it's basically death, man. Death is compassed to you, man, basically, man. You're just compassed with death, left, right, and centre. Your spirit's constantly warring against your flesh,
Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?
Yeah, basically, what they give in exchange for their soul is their arse crack, man.
Oh, man.
That's what they give in exchange, man. They do kinds of rituals and all that for fortune and fame, man. That's not gonna last. That's never ever last. It's not everlasting. It's, short as temporal.
This is Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath.
Yeah, man. Riches profit in the day of wrath. The other scripture I wanted to get was where it says that gold and silver is not going to profit Esau in the last days. I thought it was in Zechariah the first chapter, but it's not. Yeah, can't. Dwada up. It's not in the first. It's not in Zechariah. It's pretty much exactly what it said.
1 hour 45.
That says gold and silver is not going to
please, yeah,
profit them in the last days. But yeah, gold and silver it's not going to profit anyone in these last days. Why? Because judgment oversees that, man. Judgment oversees that. And when the Most High pulls that, slams the hammer of judgment down, man, that's it, man. Your gold and silver ain't gonna help you, man. Because the death angels are gonna be out there, giving people their sentences of death, man. Okay, go on.
This is Zephaniah chapter 1:18.
Yeah.
Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath.
Yeah, read that again up slow.
Zephaniah 1:18. Neither shall silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath.
Yeah, so these elites and these different global leaders, man, when that nuclear war kicks off, gold and silver is not going to be able to help them, man. That's going to be nothing but dead material to them, man, because the Most High is going to destroy all these different nations, man. You know, go up a bit, man. Read from like verse 14.
This is Zephaniah 1 and 14. The great day of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is near.
The great day of the Lord of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is near, man. That's what we're hastening for, man. The day of the Lord to bring death and destruction to his enemies and our enemies, which are one and the same, and bring salvation for the elect, man. So we can rule in righteousness, man, once and forevermore. Get delivered out of this hell, the cesspit of hell, the cesspit of hell that we're living in right now, man. These hellish conditions.
It says, even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly.
Yeah, Esau, his mighty man, all of that, they're going to be crying there bitterly, man. Because they ain't going to have no answers, man. They ain't going to have no way to escape the judgment of the Heavenly Father. Because as I said, once he slams that hammer down, that judgment hammer, that's it. That's it, man. The house is done. Ghana.
It says that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress.
Yeah, a day of trouble and distress. Markets are going to crash. Everything's going to be, you know, up in array. People are going to be in this, you know, hysteria. You know, we're going to be anarchy in the streets.
That's right.
It's going to be a beautiful time for the men of the Lord, man. You know, we're going to be basking in joy when all this hell breaks loose.
A day of wasteness.
The day of wasteness, man. That don't look like survival for me. To me, that don't sound like survival. Going up.
And desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet, an alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers.
Yeah, so people out here think this book's a fairy tale. When they actually see these things coming to pass, man, they're gonna wish they listened, man. Especially our people, they're gonna wish they took heed. But that's when the Lord, like it says in Proverbs, the 1st chapter, man, how long will you simple ones love simplicity? Because when all hell breaks loose, the Lord said he's gonna laugh in your calamities, man. He's gonna mock when your fear cometh. That's desolation, man.
Like a whirlwind.
Like a whirlwind, man. So, you know, the Lord's gonna get the last laugh. And we're gonna be laughing with the Lord, man. You know? When your judgment comes, man. I know.
And I will bring distress upon men that they shall walk blind.
Distress upon men, man. You're gonna walk blind, confused.
It says,
Fucked out, I know.
it says that they shall walk like blind men because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust.
Dust. So that's that nuclear dust, man. It said dust, man. That's nuclear dust, man. You're gonna combust like Sarah Connor did in Judgment Day 2, man. Terminator Judgment Day. That's a hard movie, man. Every time that comes on, I have to get the popcorn ready, man. That film's fucking hard from beginning to end.
That's right.
And especially when Sarah Connor starts getting them visions and all that, man. That's like the hardest parts, man. Judgment Day.
Caramel.
And even the Terminator was saying, look, man, this can't be stopped, man. It's inevitable. And you're trying to derail it. But really, you can't, man. It's gonna happen, man. T1000 was telling you that. T1000. I'm telling you, man.
It says, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung.
Damn, that's a lot of death, man. That's a lot of dead bodies. That's a lot of dead bodies, man.
Verse 18, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath.
So all that stock market, all them treasures, all them gold bullions that Esau's got locked in these little forts and all that, in these little, you know, what do you call them again? Vaults. That shit's only been stored for the next inhabitants to rule, man.
Yeah.
That shit's been stored because power's never lost. It's just translated, man. As the apostles always say. That's all that's going to be translated to the rulers of the earth, which is the nation of Israel.
Hey,
Because those were the promises, man. Go on, now.
You've probably seen that the vault where the Queen goes and views, man, in the Bank of England, man.
Yeah, but all that
vault
gold,
is crazy.
all the gold in there is that's probably just tungsten and all that, because Esau's really got all that shit locked in his vaults, man. They ain't keeping no gold in the Bank of England, man. Really, man. I remember brothers was going into that, man. Really, like all that gold, you know, they really got that. Esau's really got that locked and stock and barrel in his chambers, man. You know, I'm talking about the Rothschilds and all that. They really got that shit locked and stocked away, man. for a rainy day.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like common knowledge.
Nah, it's
Like, you know what I mean?
I think they emptied out them vaults years ago, man. But back in the day, they emptied them out. So they just probably got some, like some museum, like gallery shit, like gold plated. Yeah, gold plated shit. Stop. Acting like it's the real deal.
See?
Nah, man.
They kind of boast about it when they show you that in films, like, you know, like Harry Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter,
You know,
even Die Hard, man.
Yeah.
Die Hard's going to get the gold bullion and all that. You know that German guy Russian who was playing the general, he was trying to rob the banks. You know? He was trying to steal the gold bullion from all the vaults in America, man. But that's all movies, man. Because really, Esau, he likes to hide all this shit, man. He's not gonna put things out there in the open for people to put their hands on and all that. Because he's greedy, man. This devil's greedy as fuck, man. You know, it says, the scripture says, you know, his desires. I'm not wording it properly. As hell, in the book of Habakkuk. He enlargeth his desires as hell, meaning what? He can't get enough, man. He's a greedy fucking piece of shit. He owns this world, lock, stock and barrel. All the world's wealth, he actually owns it. But that's not enough for him, man.
Fat piece of shit.
Now he wants to conquer space, you know. He's an ultimate devil, man. That's why the Lord's got to take him out, man. If he could find a way to get into the heavens, the fourth dimension, best believe he would, man.
He would.
That's why he tries to put in all these movies, man. And he's always trying to look for that, you know, that seed for immortality. But he looks for it carnally, man. Because he knows he knows that's not his blessing. Yeah, he lost it. Well, he's a carnal piece of shit. You lost your birthright because you didn't have no faith, man, innit?
Yeah.
You gave it away because you're a faithless dog, man.
You don't deserve it.
Yeah, you don't deserve it, really, man. What's that? Exodus 19:5.
If Esau could crack into the spirit world, he'd probably go there and try to fight.
Guarantee you, if there was a time machine, Esau would go back and just destroy everything.
Everything, like, fuck it.
That's why he always tries to put in his movies a time machine, Stargate, and Atlantis and all this.
Yeah.
Stargate and all these different movies. Doctor Who, travelling back in and out of time. If he could do that, man, if he could do that, we'll all be done, man.
We'll be done.
He'll go back to the actual beginning, like the Garden of Eden, man.
Isaac.
Try and kill Adam and all that, man. That's he would actually do that, man. He'll be there hiding in the bushes, you know, with a little gun or whatever the fuck he's gonna have. And try and kill Adam, man. You know?
Jacob, would be straight on sight, like, it'll be straight on sight, bro. He would just go and kill him straight away. You're taking my birthright, nigga.
He would even go back and kill Esau, man.
Yeah,
because he's the one who gave away the birthright.
Yeah, I'm sure you,
that
man.
Muslim, he'll go back and try and, you know, disavow that. Esau's the devil, man. You can't be trusted with nothing, man. That's why the Lord's got to come and take this devil out. You've got to take his ass out, man, once and for all. He's a mad scientist to the earth. Going on. Exodus 19:5, because the promises that Esau once had and gave away, got supplanted for, was really for us anyway, man. The promises was really for the sons of God, which goes down to the nation of Israel. Right.
This is Exodus chapter 19 and 5. Now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me.
Yeah, we're the peculiar treasure. We're the special people of the Lord. And the covenant was only given to one speck of people, which is the nation of Israel, man. They weren't given to the whole earth, all nations on the planet. Those covenants were only for a select number of nation of people, which is the nation of Israel. Right,
It says, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine.
Yeah, above all people, man. There's no equality. Most High's no respect of persons, man. No, there ain't no equality in the scriptures, man. The superiority, if I'm saying the superiority, and there's servants, man. Inferior and superior, man. And we're the superior ones, the other nations are inferior, man. And they're gonna learn that, man.
And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and an holy nation.
Yeah, so that's that holy seed.
You know what?
That's going to rule in righteousness, man. The kingdom of priests and a nation of kings, man. That's going to rule in righteousness, man. That's going to restore the balance, man. You know? It's going to restore the balance. on the earth.
Even in technology, you have the slave drive and the master drive.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, man. That just represents order as well. That's balance. You have your superior and inferior. You know, you have your leaders and you have the captives, man. That just represents balance. You know, if the Most High wanted it, we could have been ruling from the beginning of age, but you know that would have been boring, man. The Most High wants to see a fight. He's a man of war. He wants to see a struggle. He wants to see a contest, man. He wants to see that balance, good versus evil. It's played out exactly how the Lord wants it to play out.
These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel.
Yeah, to the children of Israel. It didn't say the children of Edom or the children of Moab. So what's vocab Malone talking about? Because he even tried to say, I know everything in the Old Testament says it was for specific people, for the children of Israel, but in the New Testament it says the Gentiles, so that means everyone could be saved. You're just scared because you know you're an Edomite, man. And if you are an Edomite, by blood, you know that you're fucked, man. You know that you're going into captivity with the rest of your family, man. Everyone that represents you, man, you're going to be destroyed. That's why you're trying so hard to make a way to save the other nations. But it's not going to happen, man. It never will happen, and it never happened before. Guys that come into the so-called try to come against this truth years back. You've seen your kind, man. You've seen your kind time and time again, man. Most apostles have been dealing with your kind for the past how many years, man? On and off camera. So, it ain't nothing new. You ain't going to change the scriptures just because you think you got some new breakdown. You ain't going to change the promises. The next salvation of the nation of Israel. Fair enough.
This is Hebrews chapter 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person.
Yeah, profane person, man. Outside of the temple. That's Esau, man. He's outside of this realm he's outside of the realm of righteousness, man. He's the ultimate heathen.
Or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Yeah, man. No one told you to do that. You put it upon yourself. You took it upon yourself to go and sell your birthright with some raw meat.
Yes.
I told you that in the book of Genesis, man. No one's there dying of hunger, grips in his stomach and all that.
What good would this birthright do me?
You could wait just a little while longer. Like you're gonna die between there and then.
At least wait for it to be cooked, man. Shit.
But that's how Esau likes. That shows you the characteristics of this so-called white man, the devil, man. Because he likes his meat rare tear, man. Rare steak and all that. Steak tartars and everything's raw. Even fish, he likes to eat raw.
Oh, with a red wine as well, Come on.
That's how he likes his steak red.
He likes it red, man.
He likes it red with the blood.
Red wine too. Red wine.
These devils are actually like living vampires, man. They actually like eating raw flesh and bloody meat and all that shit. Man.
That's crazy.
It's nasty, man.
One time, I actually spoke to an Edomite who eats rare pork. Pork with like rare. And like he was saying, I mean, it is bad and dangerous, but that's why you have to make sure it's done properly. Nigga, it's rare.
There's no such thing as proper pork, man. Eating proper pork, proper swine. There's no such thing. That shit's defiled, man.
Pork from Great Britain.
With the flag, with the British flag on it.
Yeah.
Union Jack,
The stamp of approval.
the Union Jack,
Union Jack.
Support our farmers.
Esau's crazy, man.
He's nuts, man.
He's crazy, man. He eats everything raw. He's just nasty, man.
Gay, man.
Sick bastard, man. Seriously.
It also shows you that Esau didn't care about his own generations, his own lineage, man. Because he could have just died, but still kept the birthright.
Yeah.
Obviously, it wasn't written that way anyway.
Yeah.
He's
You
selfish.
were set up, man. You were set up from the beginning.
Yeah, because ultimately he ended up selling the kingdom, man.
Yeah.
Ultimately, for oh man,
Muscle and meat.
through man.
Then he was crying.
And littles.
Then he was crying, oh, you got a little blessing for me? Yeah. And it's funny because it was actually the Lord which was Isaac in the reincarnation, that actually blessed him, so that you're going to rule by the sword.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the Lord's the one who put you in power, gave you that blessing, and he's the same one's going to take you out. Because he's going to come with the chariots, which is what they would English called UFOs, and he's going to take you devils out of power, man. He's going to destroy you, man.
I got that for you.
Genesis 27:38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless,
though he saw carefully with tears, you know, going on.
bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
So he didn't care what kind of blessing it was. He just wanted a blessing. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, he just wanted something.
Something.
And